In progress.
पिक्चर पे जाते हैं, टाइम पे जाते हैं ना, मिस नहीं हो जाए पिक्चर। ऐसा 6 बजे का शो होता है, वो भी बिल्कुल एग्जैक्टली 6 o'clock। और सत्संग नो टाइम। Except मुझे तो वेग शिवानी, that's a very good thing. वेग शिवानी,
Big Shravani.
ये खत्म होने के बाद
No, then we'll take some lighter text after the, after Atmabodha, we'll take some lighter
आता
text.
बहुत
Thora light. Too heavy. This is too heavy. Om Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti. We'll chant the invocation. Pratasmarami hridi samspuradatmatattvam Satchit sukham paramaham sagatin turiyam Yat swapna jagara shushuptamaveti nityam Tat brahma nishkalamaham nacha bhuta sangaha. We'll chant from verse 1 to 5. Tapo bhikshina papanam shantanam vitaraginam mumukshu nama pekshoyam Atmabodho vidhiyate bodhonya sadhanebhyo hi sakshan mokshaika sadhanam pakasya vahni vajnanam vina moksho na sedyati avirodhitaya karma na vedhyam vinivartaye vidya vidyam nihantyeva tejastimira sanghava छिन्न इव ज्ञाना तन्नाशे सति केवलः स्वयं प्रकाशते ह्यात्मा मेघापायेषुमानिव अज्ञानकलुषं जीवम् ज्ञानाभ्यासाद्विनिर्मलम् कृत्वा ज्ञानं स्वयं नश्ये जलं कतकरेणुव. So last time we were supposed to take symbolism of Dasara. Anyway, even it's finished, but still we'll take it. So there are Durga Mata is was created by Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Right? They've created Durga Mata to kill a demon bull, evil demon bull. Now, it's very symbolic. Good kills evil. Right? Meaning what? Your better tendencies in you will eventually subjugate the evil tendencies. You can't do the opposite. For example, if you have a habit of eating sweets, you can't do the opposite. From now on, I will not eat sweets. No, that doesn't work. You have to entertain a positive quality, which is my health is more important to me. For example, so health is a better quality. It's a positive quality which will destroy the negative quality, which is if you think eating sweet is negative, it will destroy it. But you can't say, I will not eat it. That doesn't work. So any negative tendencies, you don't directly go and meet it like that. That's why in Ramayana, भगवान राम वाली को कैसे मारते हैं?
चुपके चुपके
चुपके मारते. You think Bhagwan Ram, who is Vishnu avatar, cannot kill Vali? No, he can. But the significance is he hid behind the trees and shot him. That is wrong. According to Dharmic way, it is wrong. But it is very symbolic. Because Vali का power क्या था? किसी को मालूम है? What is Vali's superpower? Why can't Sugriva kill his brother, defeat Vali? What was Vali's superpower? If you have this superpower, no superhero can compete against you. One superpower. Superman also cannot compete like that. What is superpower? Huh?
Nobody can help.
No. He can be killed. But that's even better than that. You should know, you guys have not. रामायण देखा है ना टीवी में. वाली का पावर क्या था? Anyway, वाली का पावर था whoever he faces, उसका आधा शक्ति इसको आ जाता. So if you are like a full bodybuilder, half your shakti it will come to him. So is 1.5 versus half. How will you beat him? Nobody can beat him. What does it mean? What does Vali mean? Vali means negative tendency. आपके जो lower tendencies है, that is Vali. Now, if you want to tackle your lower tendency, you can't face it head on. So, for example, one guy wants, he likes drinking. He's like a keeps drinking, keeps drinking. Now, if he wants to control his drinking, he cannot go to a bar and then say, चलो आप सब लोग पियो मैं नहीं पीऊंगा. Impossible. So you can't go into the sense organs area of influence and then say I will control it. Never happens. So you have to take yourself out of the situation. को गुस्सा आ रहा है, if you have the intellect, first thing you have to do is what? Leave that place. आप stay calm कैसे करेंगे? आपके सामने that बंदा है उसको देख के आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है. Leave that place first. Hey, I'm going. First leave that place. This is what Vali is. That's what Rama is saying. Don't go head on and try to subjugate your. So, positive tendencies will destroy negative tendencies. Durga Mata को create किया. So, Durga Mata destroys. So, first three days, the different forms of Durga Mata, but Durga Mata first 3 days. आप उनको पूजा करते हैं कि may Durga Mata destroy all my negative tendencies. That's why Durga Mata. Start with that. You can't say नहीं नेगेटिव भी है मैं और कुछ करूंगा. पहले नेगेटिव को निकालो. Then you have some option. Then you get Lakshmi Mata. What does Lakshmi Mata do? Produce positivity. Once you destroy negativity, you replace it with positive tendencies. So, for example, you want to reduce sweet. So first you pitch up something which is good, which is health, by which, how do you destroy that is not giving into sweets, but replacing it with something better also. Replacing with, let's say, maybe dates. Something like that. Some replacement has to be there. So that positive tendencies is the establishment. Once that is done, once you're fully positive, then Saraswati Mata comes in last 3 days. Saraswati means knowledge. Then you take in the knowledge of God, self, and then Vijayadashmi, which was yesterday. Today, Vijayadashmi was yesterday. Last day, क्या करते हैं Vijayadashmi में? They burn the effigy of Ravana, right? रावण का effigy burn करते हैं Vijayadashmi में. Actually, नहीं तो कुछ भी, something they will burn. They'll burn. The burning of any effigy is called destruction of ego. So it's very symbolic. In 10 days, destroy, implement positive, and then gain the knowledge. Because just positive habits without understanding doesn't stay. You lose it. So you need knowledge of Shastras. 3 plus 1, 10 days. There could be other significance as well, but this is in a nutshell. So when Ravana was killed also, they did that. Burnt his effigy. So, there are 4 types of people in life that you will find. One is 2 types, you know that, right? Passive and active. Not active. Passive and active. No. Aggressive. So passive में there is good, and bad, obviously. Aggressive में there is good and bad. So who is a passive person? This we covered in follow the human nature. Who is a passive person? Who is a passive person?
Quiet.
No.
सात्विक person.
No. अरे बाबा, what did you read?
सत्य बोलता है, झूठ नहीं बोलता है.
हाँ, correct. Meaning what? What does it follow in him? What he follows in himself?
Dharma.
सात्विक person पाठ पूजा.
Not sattvic. Passive is person who is
सरस्वती.
influenced by others and what else?
सरस्वती. पढ़ाई की पूजा है.
No, that's not passive. Passive is a person who is influenced by others and what is the main thing that drives him in his life? Passive person. Yeah?
Influenced by others.
Meaning what? Okay. That means what?
He doesn't use his second.
The,
Third instinct. He just wants.
meaning what? What does he do? What does he follow? You said something, but
Not his dharam, paraya dharam.
all that is correct.
No discrimination. No discrimination.
Meaning what? What does he follow? What does a human being have in his internal dharma में क्या है? Internal personality में क्या क्या है? What is a human being made of? And body. So a passive person follows what? Mind. You got to be clear on this. Passive person is a mind-led person. Mind-led means he'll follow what others say. Aggressive person is intellectually led. So passive person will do what others do. Will never question life. He will live. He will exist in the search for happiness, in the search for not even happiness. He'll just survive. So he'll have a job, whatever, he will have a family, and he survives and he dies. That's a passive person. No question, no reason, no awareness कि क्या हो रहा है. He will never question what he's doing. He is doing. So passive में you will get a bad person and a good person. See, a bad person would be what? A passive bad person would be what? Who is a passive bad? A drug addict would be a passive bad person. He doesn't know anything else. A pickpocketer, small boy who's pickpocketing, or a teenage who is a drug addict, he doesn't know. वो सोच समझ के नहीं किया ये काम. This is his lifestyle. A passive good person would be family is good, friends are good. He doesn't question why I am doing this. He's a good person. You should not tell lies, things like that. You'll see, you'll find people genuinely good, passive good. These two people suffer in life. Why? Because they don't use their intellect. Whatever is happening around them happens to them. I've met so many people like this, passive good people. After 40, 50 years, they say, ह्यूमैनिटी पे भरोसा ही निकल गया. Really, no, nothing. Everybody is, everybody takes advantage of you. People are like this. Passive good people. Passive good. Uh, सास ससुर का सेवा करना चाहिए. सास ससुर is like really, taking advantage of her. And she doesn't question क्या करना है, ऐसे ही है, मेरा ड्यूटी है, I'm a housewife. That's the life. That's the life. And then after 40, 50 years, they'll say, can't trust anybody. There must be something. The world is the same. Nothing has changed in the world. But there, because they're good, people take advantage. Passive bad people also people take advantage. They will put them into अभी तू क्या कर, थोड़ा पैसा चाहिए, okay, take this drugs, sell it there, and you know what? I think you should also give it to him a little bit, and he'll be a slave. You make use of it, abuse it. You see all these hero villain के पास गुंडा रहते हैं ना, गुंडा सब South Indian गुंडे they are all passive bad people. They don't know. They just been told, "Arey yaar, you have to do this. I'll give you money." They can do other things also. Aggressive bad person is that main villain who knows what he is doing. इसको कर्मा पड़ता है. He knows what he's doing. This is good or bad. He knows, and he uses others, passive good and passive bad, for his advantage. Now, aggressive bad is that person who uses the intellect and then manipulates people. Aggressive good, you'll hardly find. That's why you'll find, even in a movie, you'll have 3 main villains, but only one hero you'll have, or one heroine. Aggressive good, you'll have one. You'll not have 2 heroes, generally. So aggressive good is a person who uses his intellect for others' benefit. So Durga Mata is this, aggressive good. So you need a Durga Mata to control the negative tendencies in you. Bull, why bull? You know why they have said a bull? Anybody knows why bull? What is the quality of a bull? Even strength and aggressive and correct.
It's fast.
Runs fast. Even यमराज जी का वाहन क्या है? Buffalo. Bull and buffalo. Why? You put it to a task, it will do the same thing. That's a buffalo and that's a bull. It will do the same thing. वो अपने आप सोचेगा नहीं कि ये रैंडम कुछ है, ये कर, एक काम में लगा दो, वो इधर रुकेगा नहीं तो वही काम करेगा. That's why you take bulls and then they go around the chakki, which is good. Or else when they are when they are like tired, they'll stop. And then you say, hut, it'll go. It will not turn around like a dog, it will not do anything. Bull is like that. Our negative tendencies are like that. In life, we keep repeating them all the time. We'll never question ki karna hai ki nahi, is it right or wrong? Is it good for me or not? So that's why it is Durga Mata has to come to kill that. So four types of people. You have to find out where you are and you have to come to this aggressive good somehow. So in life, you are also oscillating between all these 4. Up, no, either. But most of the time you should come to that. So that's the significance of Dasera. So everything that we do in India has a reason. Just don't do it because time pass के लिए. Right? Now, verse 4. It says, Atman, self, seems limited because of avidya. When avidya is removed, destroyed, Atman alone shines by itself like the sun when the cloud passes. So, on a cloudy day, is the sun there? It's there. How do you know is the sun there? Right? You see the cloud. How do you see the cloud? With what do you see the cloud? Don't say eyes. Perception. Don't say perception means what? With what do you see the cloud?
Because of the sunlight, which is behind.
Exactly. Because of the sun, you see the cloud. How is the cloud formed? हाँ? नहीं फॉर्म नहीं. कैसे फॉर्म होता है? कैसे बनता है? इवेपोरेशन कैसे होता है? कहाँ से होता है? सी में इवेपोरेशन कैसे होता है?
From the ocean, the water goes up
हाँ. Why will the water go up?
because of the heat.
Because of heat. Where is the heat coming from?
Sun.
So, the cloud itself is created by sun. The cloud is seen by the sun because of the sun, but the cloud hides the sun. Now, it's a little deep here. You have to replace the cloud with ignorance and sun with God. That's a problem. Now, he says, you know what is the size of a sun? Huge, na? Very huge. 1.4 million यानी lakh, 14 lakhs. हाँ, 14 lakh earth will make one sun. 14 lakhs earths will make one sun. You know, a Google map, when you do, you have to zoom in, zoom. Find out where you are. Now zoom out. Slowly zoom out. You will zoom. See, in this entire building, how much are we? 5 feet, 6 inches maximum, right? This is our height. How many people are here? How big is this building? 24. 16 floors. Just one building, 16th floor में हम लोग इतने छोटे हैं. हाँ? How many buildings? Cuff Parade, South Bombay, Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. Can you believe how big India could be? Right? If you go up, look, you went to Lonavala, right? In Lonavala, in some places, you go to some mountain areas, there's nothing but grass and a huge mountain. And if you go into the Google Earth or Google Maps, this much is that place. You won't even see that much. कितना ही रहेगा वो place. When you see, it's huge. So how big can the India be? How big Asia be? How big Earth is? 1.4 million Earths are in that sun. You can't even imagine how big it is. But 50 feet का एक रहेगा cloud. 50 feet is how much? From here till there, maybe at the end of the room. 50 feet ka cloud will cover that big of a sun. How is that possible? But it does. This is what it is. What they're saying is, the Atman Parichinna Iva Jnanat. You see, Parichinna, as to it is, he says, limited. Limited means what? This is verse 4. We feel limited because of Ajnanam, right? We feel it. Is the cloud actually covering the sun? Impossible. Impossible. It cannot be. It's 50 feet versus we have just seen how big the sun could be. So I'll show you a picture, so that you get an idea. See, I'll share it as well. Just want you to understand the magnitude of this. Do you see this? Anna? Earth कहाँ है? See, the dot is the earth. Moon तो और छोटा है. This is sun. That dot is the entire earth that you can think of. That उसके अंदर 50 feet. 50 feet only. Can you believe 50 feet is what is 50 feet? That is the earth. Look at the sun. 50 feet cloud will cover the sun. So it's not possible. But it's happening. This is the issue. You are infinite. Why can't I see myself as infinite? Because of that small ignorance. Where did the ignorance come from? Where did the cloud come from? Because of the sun. Cloud. Where did the ignorance come from? Cloud. As God. Yourself. Ignorance came from you. And how big is the ignorance? As big as the cloud. But can your ignorance cover your true nature? Not possible. But is it covering? Yes. So now, 50 feet ka cloud hai, there'll be some shadow. So if you want to see the cloud, if you want to see the sun, you have to put some effort to move to the other side. You can move. Let's say you walk 100 steps, then you can see the sun. It's possible. But that 100 steps is the effort. So, Swami Ramatirtha says, what? I don't understand. Why you want something from the world? He just can't understand. He said, why are you asking anything from the world? How can you even ask? You have everything. You are everything. It doesn't make any sense to me that you are asking at the doorsteps and begging. Why are you asking? You are the self, he says. How can you even ask? But this is the problem. Now, how this has come up? So if you see a man walks and then treads on a rope in the twilight, in the evening, and then he says, snake, right? Snake है, उसको दिख रहा है. Snake है actually? नहीं है. हाँ, rope है. Snake कहाँ से आया?
Because of the rope.
Right. हाँ, from the mind, in the mind, but कहाँ से आया? आपको ignorance of the rope.
The rope.
You are not, but the fact that you see a snake is because there was a rope. If there was something, a rock, you will not see a snake. But the fact that you see a snake is because there was a rope which was that fat and it was lying like that. So rope, the snake itself was created by rope, just like ignorance of your true nature is created by you. So when people ask, भगवान ने दुनिया क्यों बनाई? Where everything is so bad. Nobody gives an answer. Vedanta gives an answer. किसने बनाई?
तुमने खुद नहीं।
भगवान ने नहीं बनाई. Who told you there is a snake? You know what snake is bit me? Which snake? Another person is asking, कौन सा snake? मुझे तो rope दिख रहा है. That guy is saying, no, there is a snake. I can see the snake. So when you say the world is so bad, why did God create world like this? A self-realized master will say, which world? Now, when you see the rope, snake is gone. When you see the snake, rope is gone. Similarly, the moment you see the world, you don't see the self. But the more you train yourself to see the self, you don't see the world. Now, it's not that physically you don't see, you see everything. Physically you will see. But you understand in and through everything is God. Nothing else exists. Somebody is abusing you. He's God. He's the same as me. So you feel limited, you feel you are not. It is very important. Like limited is, you feel you are not limited. Now, this needs understanding. This necessitates that after we have to sit and understand how he's saying that.
तो ज्ञान को कैसे निकाले अंदर से?
By ज्ञान.
बाय ज्ञान.
By ज्ञान. आपको
अंदर में
dehypnotize करना है. We have to dehypnotize. See, the lesser the ego, you see more oneness. It is true. A small baby is there. It doesn't see any differences unless it's gone a little older. Small baby is there. It will come to anybody. No ego. Lesser the ego, more the unification. So it says one of the
passive goodness then,
Huh?
if that is the way you have to look, it means it's passive goodness. What you said
lesser the ego.
means you don't look at the world the way you should, like that. That it is all it is your thing that you see the world, but actually it's an illusion.
Mm.
But then you become a passive good.
How?
Because you are not doing anything, you are just believing this without any action on your part.
No, how did you come to that conclusion? The fact that you came to a conclusion that this world is an illusion itself requires a lot of thinking. How will you come to that conclusion without thinking?
It's not passive.
How is it passive? Passive is somebody tell you something and you believe that. That doesn't stand. How can you believe this is illusion? Impossible. But that's not the point. The point is, what he's trying to say is, you are unlimited, but you feel limited. How is that possible? For which he gives an example, because how else will he explain this to you? He cannot explain this concept. It's very difficult to explain this concept. So it's just like a cloud covers the sun. But then you understand, a cloud covers the sun, yes. But can it really cover the sun? Impossible. So then, sir, you are saying I'm infinite. Why don't I feel I'm infinite? The ignorance of cloud is covering that. But is it actually covering that? No. Hence, whenever your mind is calm, what do you feel? Happiness. Whenever your mind is calm, you feel love. You cannot escape that. See, when your mind is calm, you feel separation. ये तेरा है मेरा है. You will not.
No. No.
The moment your mind is calm, चाहिए, immediately, automatically it comes. Unification comes. Why does unification come? Because you are a unified principle. Everything is you. So immediately when your mind is calm, you feel oneness with others. When your thoughts are less, when your ego is less, you feel oneness. When a person who is drunk, he will go and even go to his person who he doesn't like and then say, Yaar, aja. When he's drunk, what happens when he drinks? Subdues. The thoughts are subdued. Ego is not there. So when the ego is not there, immediately you become, why become unifying? Why not go and separately sit? Why not be unhappy? When the ego is gone, you're happy. You cannot escape happiness because that is your true nature. It is infinite. But that's the sad part. We don't experience that because we are bombarding ourselves with thoughts of me. I'm different. I'm the cloud, you're saying. You're bombarding yourself. I am different. It is simple explanation. Don't say I. Sir, how is it possible not to say I? Just as how is it possible to say I? You're always saying me, right? मैं different हूँ, मैं मेरे लिए. All the time you're thinking, हाँ, मुझे ठंड लग रही है, हाँ, मुझे गर्मी लग रही है. किसको? मुझे. There is a concept called Vastu Tantra. Object and object's knowledge, right? So if you have to know anything, what is this? How are you saying it's a board?
Light,
You have the knowledge that it is a board.
light will be.
Huh. But unless you have knowledge of something, you cannot understand that thing. What is democracy? Freedom, कैसे बोला आपने? You have a knowledge of democracy. इसलिए you're understanding democracy, right? What is gulab jamun? You know. If I say rum rim dru, what is it? What is rum rim dru? You will not understand that unless I give you what it is. Acha, my guru says rum rim dru is, it looks like an apple, tastes like an orange. Now, what is rum rim dru? आपको समझ में आ गया?
Look like
Tastes like an orange. Understood, right? Vastu Tantra means for anything to understand, you need to have a knowledge, right? Any concept. Now you say, see, one of the quotations of Sanskrit is, Samsara vrikshasya bijam avignya. I'll explain. Samsara vrikshasya bijam avignya. Dukkhameva phalam. Who understood this?
There's a tree, there's a seed,
And
fruit, yeah.
अभी आप बताओ. Anybody? Samsara vrikshasya bijam. Samsara vrikshasya bijam avidya. Dukkhameva phalam.
A tree of life or the
Yes.
tree of fulfillment, the seed is there and then the tree grows. I mean, I don't know. I'm just.
See, samsara vrikshasya meaning
Like a tree.
tree of samsara. Samsara means what?
World.
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 In this context, samsara means your own samsara. आपके पास क्या क्या headaches है सब samsara. All the good things also samsara only. Your dog is your samsara, not my samsara. My wife is not your samsar. My samsar, right? So everybody has their own samsar, right? Samsar is like a tree. It's not like one branch. Samsar is like a tree with multiple leaves. You have so many issues in life, so many things to be sorted, so many things are already sorted, and you're dependent on that. So many things. It's like a big tree, you know. नीम का ट्री देखा आपने? संसार वृक्षस्य बीजम. Where did it start from? Bijam is seed. Avijna. Ignorance. Ignorance of what? Ignorance has started this samsar that you are so totally engrossed. Samsar is not something, I have samsar, theek hai, I don't care. No. You are stuck. You cannot extricate yourself from samsar. You will say, अच्छा अच्छा, I don't like my partner, divorce. दूसरा तो रहेगा ना, office is samsar. You can't say divorce office, okay. You will go to a Himalayan jungle. जंगल में फिर संसार है, खाना कौन देगा? एक मंकी आएगा, एक शेर आएगा, वो भी संसार है. वहां से कहाँ जाओगे आप? You can't. The fact that you are there, everything will bug you. What is the reason? Avijna. दुखमेवा फलम. उसका फल क्या है? संसार का फल दुखम. Dukham means not sadness. Sadness. Don't take it wrong. Don't go into negative point of view. Dukham means anything that you enjoy is limited, which you don't want, which is not what you want in samsara. In samsara, through samsara, what do you want? You want permanent, you want happiness. Samsara can give me permanent happiness, happiness which stays with me. Samsara is good if it gives me permanent happiness. No, it gives you sorrow, dukkham. Dukkham means what? Limited happiness. Dukkham doesn't mean sorrow. Dukkham doesn't mean, not everybody is all the time unhappy, right? None of us are all the time unhappy. We are happy, unhappy. Our happiness is limited, unhappiness is limited. So samsara vikshasya bijam avijna dukkhameva. Now, what is the avijna? What is the ignorance? What is he saying? Come back. Parichinna iva jnana tanna she sati kevalam. So he says, Atman, self, seems limited because of ignorance. What is the ignorance? You say, sir, are you happy now? Unhappy or bored? Happy. Thank you. No,
Everybody wants happiness.
so either you are happy or unhappy or normal. Kuch nahi ho raha hai. Bored. Bored also is, unhappiness only. There is no neutral state for human being. Happy or unhappy, that's it.
Children also get bored.
That Neve was saying, I'm getting bored. That's a 2-year-old. So, when you say, sir, I am unhappy, Vastu Tantram says what? When you say something, that means you have knowledge of that something. Right? Vastu Tantram, glass, you're able to say this is glass because you have knowledge of glass. The problem here, when you say I'm happy, I'm unhappy, is same Vastu Tantram logic.
You are unhappy because of your own ignorance.
Correct. Ignorance is.
Ignorance को remove करो, you are happy.
What is the ignorance?
ये what is ignorance without knowing yourself, who I am. Without knowing yourself.
When you say, according to the Vastu Tantram, when you say this, you need to have knowledge of this. Right? When you say laptop, you need to have knowledge of laptop. When you say I, what are you?
You only think about the body, not the second.
Well, who are you? that you learned? Who are you? That we all learned. See, when you say something, you have the knowledge of this something. If I say this is board and you say this is a flower, something wrong with you. If I say this is board, flower ठीक है. If I say this is board and you say एक भूत का picture है इसके ऊपर, right? Something wrong with you. We are all okay. Who is suffering? Whoever is seeing that. So if you have wrong knowledge, there's problem. Isn't it? If there is wrong knowledge, there's problem. You say this is glass. I say this is glass. No, you say this is biscuit and you start eating this. Doesn't make any sense. Wrong knowledge will give you wrong conclusions and wrong effects in life. Isn't it? We all understand that. It can be very simple things I'm saying. I'm saying this is laptop. You're saying this is a box. I will write on it. You're making a mess out of life. Right? So knowledge of something must be there to understand that. Wrong knowledge leads to wrong conclusions and problems. Now, according to this, ignorance, ignorance? What is this ignorance? He says, I'm happy, I'm unhappy, I'm bored, I'm excited, I'm jealous. Who am I? When you say I, you have that knowledge of I, right? What is it?
There are two
Self,
eyes.
self हम लोगों ने सीखा है.
For me, I have the knowledge that I am the body. But when you as a teacher are teaching me, so then you are making me understand this Atmabodha means that you are not the body, you are the Atman. So you have to make me understand through various examples to like make me sure about it, what actually does not need to be sure, because I actually am that only. You're not putting the Atma into me. You are
Yes.
making me realize that I'm the Atma.
That's what. So that is the knowledge. So when you say I'm the, see, you ask yourself, don't tell me. When you sit down and say, who am I? Body, pakka. We know for sure. For sure. And we feel that it is sure. The problem is, are you the body? Why? You're not body, Shita. And then, and confidently you have to say, you are the body. You are the body. Are you the body? Question is, Vedanta is asking, are you really the body? आप ये स्थूल शरीर है? आप है? कैसे? प्रूव करो.
By touching it.
Somebody touches, you feel it now.
Yeah. See it. All your senses are perceiving.
So, okay. I may see many things. That doesn't mean everything I am. Right?
Vivek, your life tells you you are not the body, because why do I say this is my hand? This is my name. So when you say my, that means you are separate from that.
Yes, there is a subject-object relationship. When you say ये मेरा है, meaning what? ये मेरा glass है. If I say मैं और glass separate है, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये मेरा glass है. When you say I am this body, ये मेरा शरीर है, that means you are not the शरीर.
You are separate from the body.
You are separate. आप कौन है पता नहीं, मगर शरीर तो नहीं है आप. क्योंकि आप बोल सकते हैं कि ये मेरा शरीर है. हाथ कट गया, हाथ उधर है, वो मेरा हाथ था, वो मेरे बाल थे. You don't say वो मैं हूं. नहीं ना. So that means you're not the body. I mean, there's more to it than to think. So according to that Vastu Tantram logic, if you say you're the body, that's a wrong logic. Wrong logic leads to wrong conclusions and wrong effects. You say I'm the thoughts. Which thoughts? Thoughts also change. So what he's saying is, when you say you feel limited because of ignorance, The ignorance of what? Ignorance of who you are. That is what he's trying to convey here. And when that ignorance, how big is that ignorance? बहुत सालों से है ignorance, बहुत जन्मों से है ignorance. How big is that 50-foot cloud? Not a big thing, but it is there. So in one of the Narada is going in a Narada Muni aapko malum hai na? So he's going in a jungle. So one guy is meditating for many years. And then he sees Narad Muni and immediately opens his eyes and says, Narad Muni, मैं इतने सालों से तपस्या कर रहा हूँ. How many years for me till self-realization, Atma Sakshatkar कब हो? How many years? Then Narad Muni looks, he is sitting under a tree, people का tree. He's sitting under people का tree. जितने इस people में पत्ते हैं, उतने जन्म है आपके पास. To realize yourself. उतने जन्म है. Same thing is going again. And that guy says, उतने जन्म में अभी क्या करके क्या फायदा, he will leave it. And then there's another guy who is also meditating. And then Narad Muni wakes him up and then says, you want to ask something? He says, okay. How long for me? He says, just as a hot needle pierces a rose petal. कितना देर होता है? Rose petal का hot needle, you touch it, goes inside. इतना है. So how do you look at that cloud, that 50-foot cloud? It's a limited ignorance. Ignorance is not infinite. It's a limited ignorance. Now, if you're under it, it may take one whole day. But if you put an effort to go around, you will see the sun. It depends. That is the ignorance he's talking about. Ignorance is a very simple word. Ajnanam, they'll say. Who has to explain all that? That's why Iva is very important. Parichinna Iva. Limited as if. You feel limited. So first question is, who am I? But that's why, if you have ever read, anybody has read Ramana Maharshi? You read Ramana Maharshi? So whatever question you ask him, you say, who is asking? Simply pura explanation nahi denge. This is for kindergarten. This is for main guy. You say, who is asking? Who is asking? Phone push a question. What is it? Go think about it and come. That fellow will never come. Either he says, pagal hai banda, or he has understood. And when the cloud is gone, how does the sun shine? By itself. The sun is fire. So when you remove ignorance, knowledge is there that you are the self. When you remove that ignorance, your infinite happiness comes. It's already there. You're just limiting yourself. Like a bright sunlight, you put a tent. You remove the tent. Vayam prakashate atma. You don't need any light to illumine the sun. Sun is light. Megha apai. When the megham goes, you see the sun.
Sun is its own light, no?
Sun is its own light.
And then in the same way, Atma itself is own light. Doesn't need anything.
Right.
Outside.
Right?
Sun is a star or a planet? Star.
Stop. Right? So what questions?
Very silly question, Vivek ji. But how does one feel fulfilled? I mean, you know you are ignorant. You come out of your ignorance. You know you are ignorant. You don't know how to come out of your ignorance. And if you keep thinking about your ignorance, how do you meet the other aspects of life?
See, to give you a very practical answer is to live a dharmic way of life. See, live your life in a dharmic way. Dharmic way means, as I said, whatever you have to do, your rituals, your thing, be unselfish, kind, study, bhakti, whatever your regular duties are, do it without the karta attitude. Hmm? Who is the karta? Karta is Bhagwan. You are not the karta. So if you have that attitude, naham karta. Naham karta. I am not the karta. God is the karta. He does. So if you have that attitude and do your work, if you have that attitude and do your bhakti, when you go to bhakti, don't ask for anything. Thank you, gratitude minus I, and knowledge every day you study and do your obligatory duties. That's how you slowly remove it. That's a practical way. In the meantime, what they also suggest is, you do this. Abhi hum log sun rahe the na, Atma Shatakam. What was the Atma Shatakam about? I am not this, I am this. So there is a negation and assertion happening all the time. So whenever you feel a little overwhelmed, you have to say, who is feeling overwhelmed? The body and the mind is feeling overwhelmed. I am not the body and the mind. Who am I then? I am the witness to the body and the mind. So whenever there is a little difficult situation, there you can practice this. If it's possible, you should practice this. Push it in, push this thought in. Who is feeling agitation? The mind is feeling agitation. Am I the mind? No, I'm not the mind. I'm not the thoughts. But who am I then? I'm able to witness, I'm able to see that the mind is getting agitated. I'm seeing that. So I am the self. So that is that's also a practical way, but it's a little more advanced. But it's possible. So negation, assertion, and the first thing is dharmic way of life. You live a dharmic way of life, slowly but surely you'll get that settlement in you. You start more peaceful, become more settled, you more happy.
So when we identify with our body, in the sense ki I say that I'm the mother, I'm the wife, I'm the daughter, I'm the boss, I'm the employee. So when I identify myself with so many titles, relations, whatever I create with the body, or it is automatically created, so then don't these titles also trouble me? Because I think I'm a mother, so I'll say that my daughter should be home by this time. Example.
Yes.
I'm a daughter-in-law, then my mother-in-law is unhappy with me. I mean, anything it could be. I'm just telling you like that. So it's like not only body, when I'm even burdening my body with so many other titles. So then it becomes totally clouded. My full, like the ignorance becomes 3 times, 4 times fold, even more. Because first of all, I say I'm not the body. Here I'm saying I'm the body, but I'm the mother also, I'm the daughter also, I'm the sister also, I'm the brother also, in so many ways. So it's like multiplication of sorrow is because of the identification of the body with so many other relations. So then when you say I'm not the body, so then I have to understand that I'm not the body, in the sense I'm not the mother, I'm not the sister, I'm not the brother, I'm not anybody.
Yes. See, those are the roles that you play.
Exactly. That is just the obligatory duty, how you say.
Yes. So what Vedanta is saying is, whenever you are in a role, perform that role to your best of your ability.
Perfection, yes.
And shift.
Right.
You don't think you're that role.
Right.
So that is where jnanam comes in, right? Every day,
Correct.
if you sleep only, then there is a disconnection between. It's possible to have that disconnect. Or else you get sucked into it. That is samsara.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Because
how do
if
you abstract yourself with that? That abstraction is possible only with jnanam.
Don't have attachment to that. You just
Because
are.
if my daughter is giving me gifts or she's talking to me sweetly, then I'll say she's so sweet. The day we have some tip or something like that, for that matter, then I'll say that. Then that time I'll remember that I'm not the body, I'm not the mother. So it's like I'm not witnessing myself in all the situations. Only when it is the sorrow or the opposition coming, then I am thinking I'm not the body. So here the point comes that you have to understand. In fact, when there is, I feel there is more comfort and there is more of like uh, togetherness. It's that time you have to realize that you are not even that.
Yes. दुख में सुमिरन सब करे, सुख में करे
That's right. दुख में करे ना कोई,
वो
correct.
सुख में सुमिरन करे,
दुख
दुखी
काहे को.
दुख काहे को हो.
Right.
To
True.
begin with, see, it's difficult. Why didn't I say that? Is to begin with, you can't practice that when you're happy.
Absolutely.
I'm saying it's easier to practice it when you're sad.
That's true.
Once you do that, then the Kabir ke dohe will come in handy.
Yes, yes,
Why
yes.
only dukh mein? First of all, we don't even practice it. To practice, please do it when you're unhappy. But why only unhappy? When you're happy also, you should practice that. Because happiness only stays for some time. It's limited.
Yeah, that's right.
And you don't want anything limited in life. You want something which stays. See, in life, that one clarity should be there. If that one clarity is there, your life is done. See, I want permanent happiness. That clarity nobody has. And who has it? He is self-realized. So all this study and all this bhakti and dharmic way of life, everything, Ishvara Krupa, everything you can think of, only will come to this one point. Ki, I want permanent happiness and this is not the place I'm going to get it. That is called mumukshatvam.
That is when I do Swayam Kripa then. When I do Kripa for my own self, only then.
Yes. Correct. That's the greatest kripa that you can do. But be clear what you want in life. Have to be clear. We while away our life thinking this I want, thinking that I want that. So much of time and effort is wasted. You can do whatever in life. It doesn't matter what you do. You can be a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire, or a pauper. It doesn't matter. The most effective person in the world, a big politician, it doesn't matter what you are. All those pursuits should make you understand that you want something permanent. Okay. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.
Thank you, Hari Om.
Thank you, sir.